Hi, Janelle here with Sheep Hill Herbs. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video. I'm really happy to have you here today. Take a deep breath with me. Take another deep breath, hold it at the top, and then exhale. That feels better. I've been going all morning, so it's time to take a little bit of a break. If you are new, welcome again. And if you have been here before, thank you so much for coming. I'm going to ask everyone to please like, subscribe, hit the bell button. Check my description down below, and sometime in this video, leave a comment. Question for you today. Have you ever used a Zyto compass scan? So I'm going to just show you the hardware. So the software is on my computer. I'm going to talk about this today. So this is Zyto Compass. I'll put the link for the website in my description. I don't have an affiliate program for this company, but I do something. It's a referral. So if you are at all interested in this equipment, because anybody can get it. You know, you don't have to be a licensed practitioner. You can get it yourself. Message me. And for going through my referral program, you will get cash, well, digital cash. I will send you part of what I get from Zyto, depending on the package that you would purchase. So I can break that down for you because there is a number of packages. You can get the basic Zyto setup or some really, in-depth, really awesome equipment, hardware, software that does way more in a scan. And I have to be honest, I just have the basic. I feel like I get enough out of the basics that is what I go with. So I found out about Zyto Compass Scan, over 10 years ago. I was in Young Living at the time, and my upline, who had been with Young Living since the very, very beginning, she came to my house and used the Zyto scan. You put your hand on this hand cradle. The program runs. It sends like a little electrical signal into your body, and information goes in, information comes through. It's like an energy reading. I guess the best referral would be maybe like a lie detector test, how your body can give these signals, these yes, no signals when questions are asked. So the scanning system that I have now, initially I had Young Living and I used it for a few years, but I didn't find a lot of success with it. And I think it was because when the scan would come up, it was all these Young Living products, and I didn't have a lot of them on hand. I had a number of them, and oftentimes the Young Living stuff was like out of stock or something, so I just never could do a scan and take what it said immediately. So I just put this aside in my mind. I stopped paying. You have to pay a monthly subscription fee. I think I pay like $50 a month. And years went by. I learned about muscle testing, so I just kind of did my own testing that way. With muscle testing, I go to a chiropractor who does nutrition response kind of muscle testing. But about a year ago, I'm like, actually, I think it's less than a year ago, that I thought, I really want to get this hooked up again. And this time, the way I did it is I set it up with Nature Sunshine. So when you get a package, you have to pick one company. Now, I think you can pick a second, but you pay for 2 licenses. But I just paid for the one. And what I did is I set my scan to scan for single herbs, which is super cool because I'm an herbalist. So instead of scanning and coming up with all these Nature Sunshine packages or products or supplements, when I do the scan, it comes up with garlic It comes up with chamomile, passion flower, valerian, St. John's wort, just single herbs, which just is so perfect for me because I can scan, I can take what comes in the scan right away. My body can get back into balance really fast. So when I first hooked this back up got it all set up again, I started by experimenting and scanning my body every single day. I wanted to see like patterns, and I found a lot of patterns, which patterning can help you to get to root cause, which are usually emotional, spiritual in nature. I don't know if I want to get into all that, but I offer this service in my shop and people can come, but no one comes every single day. So if you can get this equipment and scan yourself on a regular basis, I find it so much more helpful than like once a week or once every 2 weeks. Once a week isn't bad, but less than that, you don't get enough information, especially for a woman whose cycle changes every week with the moon cycle. So I gleaned so much information with scanning myself every day. Now, right now, I'm using the scan about once a week just to kind of maintain and make sure like that balance is there, especially as I go through the weeks, go through my moon cycle. I know my body needs different things at different times. The funny thing is, my kids, when I scan them, they often keep getting the same exact herbs. It's so weird in different cycles where my body has been so different. Like really, I guess the same theme that I found was nervous system support, immune support. So those two themes were constantly coming up for me, which allowed me in my quiet practice to pray, meditate, get quiet, take nervines, doing practices that calm my nervous system, being around people that I feel like calms my nervous system. So I really could pay attention to that. My kids, that when I do their scan, it's just funny. I find that it's like same combinations of herbs, but just in different orders with different amounts. So the basic package I have, like you'll get, and I'll turn my camera around and show you, you get a circle with these like biomarkers, these red and green circles, and then a list of herbs, and it will give a description of what the herb is known for or good for. And then it will almost always say like how much, like 2 capsules 3 times a day or something to that effect. And so, like I said, when I scan my kids, it's like often the same herbs. Like my one son, like black walnut, pau d'arco. So I see these similar themes, ashwagandha, and I know that once whatever is in that theme is resolved, then something else will probably unfold for him. Okay, so I just want to show you part of my printout here. So I was actually more out of range than I would want to be today, but I'm definitely feeling some kind of stress. There's, people around us lately have been sick. Something's going around. So I do feel like a little bit of immune stress, and I do feel some nervous system. Again, same theme for me. I do get passion flower come up a lot, and this paw paw. So the paw paw I have not been taking, and it keeps popping up. It keeps popping up for me, and then I try to just take other herbs that are good for immune system. Usually I take elderberry. But today when I did this scan again, I'm like, all right, that's enough. I've had paw paw now enough times. I better do something about it. So I just had 3 herbs today, paw paw, and there's my little circles with when I take this herb, it brings it back into the green. So paw paw came up again, and there is a grove of paw paw trees up the road from me, up the hill. I have to ride my bike and go down this back lane. And so Nature's Sunshine has paw paw cell reg. I'm not going to use that. It supports the immune system, selectively affects specific cells, modulates ATP production, modulates blood supply. And this it's pretty impressive, and because it brings most of my little circles back into range, I feel like I should stop ignoring it. And you can see they use the twig extract. So I don't want to get sick. I've had friends and family who are sick right now. And so what I'm going to do is get on my bike and I'm going to go up to this grove of paw paw trees. They are specifically Nature Sunshine uses the North American Paw Paw tree. Well, I have that access. I'm going to go up and I'm going to get some branches. I'm going to cut the bark off and I'm going to make tea. And I will probably make a tincture extract of this too. So just sharing a little bit more about this. I'm going to read, so I'm holding this. This is weird, and I don't even know, I'd have to like understand what this does, but the active compounds in pawpaw cell reg are a mixture of 50 acetogenins. Acetogenins are active compounds that affect the production of ATP in the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. ATP is the cell's major source of energy. So I would say, like, I definitely feel like my body, like, I need energy right now. I've felt amazing the last 2 weeks, but just like, I need a little bit of energy. So I'm going to go get this pawpaw twig, the branches, cut this bark off. So I will add to this video. I'm going to clip it together. I'm going to show you the trees. I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut the bark. I'm going to show you how I'm going to make it into a tea. And this is like a demonstration of plant medicine in action and using modern tools to help with that. So let's go on the adventure. I feel like I'm in the jungle, yet I'm in northeastern Pennsylvania. This is the North American Paw Paw. It looks so much like a jungle plant, even though I've really never been to a tropical jungle. And here is the fruit, the baby pawpaws growing. They won't be ready until the fall. But this is the tree, and I came up here to ask for medicine from the tree. I'm going to take some twigs, leaves, and I'm going to make tea from the tree, from the bark, as our ancestors would have. So I think I'm going to need 2 hands to collect. I am going to keep the leaves too, but the bark is where it's at for me today. Get rid of that one. So I have many more leaves than I do stems here. I just broke off little pieces or little branches from the tree. And I'm going to chop up these twigs and dry them in my dehydrator. And I'm also going to probably dry the pawpaw leaves as is and then grind them up or break them up and put them in jars. It has a really awesome smell. I want to say sort of black walnut, sort of watermelon-y, and sort of like the pawpaw fruit. But this is what I want to use, this twig, the twigs to make tea. And I'm going to do that. I chopped up the little twigs that I had. There were a few leaves attached and I'm letting that go. And I don't have as much twig as I do leaf. I have a lot of leaf. And the property that I want is concentrated in the twig. It is also in the leaf, but not as much as the twig, apparently. Okay, so just to read this again, the extract, so that would be concentrating the twigs into like an alcohol tincture. So the extract that Nature Sunshine uses of the North American Paw Paw contains the most concentrated amount of acetogenins.
Mommy?
So I harvested the twigs, and I'm going to make them into a strong decoction. I am back from my bike trek up the hill to get the Paw Paw goodies. And yeah, so this Zyto Compass scan has been an invaluable tool for my family and I, in that I'm able to scan and see what will energetically bring our bodies back into balance pretty quickly. And by using the Nature Sunshine kind of rubric, I can pick this single herb setup so that single herbs come up. And I know my single herbs and I have them. So I just want to share again, I'm doing a referral program. So if you want to get your own program, send me a message. So if you have Zyto Compass scan, anyone can do this too. Zyto gives a bonus for each person who signs up. So for instance, if you just get the basic Compass package, there's a $25 referral bonus. So I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but what I'm offering is, if you sign up through me, you want to get the Zyto Compass scan, then contact me through my website on my contact page. Once that goes through, I'm going to give you half of that referral bonus. And that can go up to $450 of the referral bonus if you buy their elite package. So I would share that amount, half of $450 to $25. But probably most people who are watching this video and are interested in this, you probably want to go with the basic Zyto scan. Right here, this is what I have. I don't even have 5.0. I have 2.0. What was it? $200 and a $39 monthly subscription fee. I might update, but I'm really happy with this one. So you have 76 biomarkers scanned. The 5.0 scans 120 biomarkers. It scans the product categories, standard Compass report, and select product regions. What else do you get here? There's a number of other things. Having more biomarkers might be really useful. And the biomarkers were those little circles. Let me show you that again. Where are they? So here are these biomarkers. And it scans for 76. So for me today, and every day is different, I had 31 biomarkers out of range that come into range with the Paw Paw cell reg. And 8 out of range that passion flower brings in.
Mama, this person's having a baby.
Yes. And 2 with the sage that come back into range. So, like I said earlier, I've had this Paw Paw come up a number of times, and I just kind of like, I don't know, I just ignored it because I'm like, well, I don't have Paw Paw right now, or they're not growing right now. And I was thinking I needed the fruit, but as I read closer, I'm like, oh, they made this from the twigs, and the fruits aren't ready yet. So I'm like, all right, that's it. I'm going up and getting some of these Paw Paw twigs. If you enjoyed this video, there are so many things you can do to improve your health. So many tools. This is just one tool. There are so many tools. There's so many amazing natural things to do out there. This is just one of the many things I do. It's part of a complete package of preventative wellness that I guess I live by. But I wanted to share it today. I wanted to share Paw Paw because it's a really cool indigenous plant to North America. So thanks, and come again soon. All right, so here is my tea going. Looks like a witch's brew, huh? What is this? A 1-quart saucepan. I had about a half a cup of chopped up twig, and I'm gonna simmer this. I want the water to lower, not halfway, but almost halfway, so that I have a strong decoction, and I'm going to drink it a little bit at a time, about a 1/4 cup at a time, and save the rest in the refrigerator.